Okay, that is everything other than Switch hardware. Here's my prediction because we're running out of time. I think we will get a new Switch in 2024, around March. That will launch at the same time as either Mario Odyssey 2 or the next Mario Kart, but I'm leaning towards Mario Odyssey 2. I've said this 17,000 times. But as we sit here right now with that mindset, I don't see any space for a revision to come out without it getting too close to the next thing. Like, you're getting a little messy there, but I wouldn't put anything past Nintendo. And in another way, it would be kind of nice to round out this epic generation of Nintendo with a really nice base Switch to play that 4,500 games that are in the library on for the rest of our lives. So like, it could be a weird thing to get right now so close to the next thing, but years down the line, it's going to be like, yo, that Pro model though.
So you think it's going to be a revision?
I'm saying I could see it happening because Nintendo throws curveballs, but I think we're not going to get anything and then a new Switch in 2024.
I
Like
think
Switch 2.
I will agree with you. I think the most plausible is 2024, but I also think it's
24.
possible.
What did I say? 24.
You said 24.
Okay, thank you.
I think that's most plausible. I think it's possible though. Next holiday we get something.
Like the new thing next holiday?
Yeah,
I think that's plausible. I think it's been long enough, but I think just looking at Nintendo's release schedule, they seem to really favor March, April, May for big things. Like,
I think it flip-flops. I think they kind of do all over.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just focusing on March, but like the first Switch, Animal Crossing, they got like May, the new Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, we're talking about hardware though, right?
I just mean big things in general, but hardware as well.
Well, if we're looking at it through the lens of hardware, it's all over. It's holiday and early.
They like to put it out during the off season so that people like us buy it first, and then when the holiday comes, it's for everybody else.
That's a good plan. But I'm telling you, if you look at the release schedule for all hardware, it's everywhere.
It also separates them even further from what PlayStation and Xbox are doing, where they always kind of launch around November.
Yeah,
they're just like, we're March.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that's good. That's a good. I mean, it worked for the Switch, but also they have money now when the Switch launched.
Yeah, and it also depends on like what their projections are like now. They might be in a different place than 6 years ago.
When the Switch launched, nobody had faith in Nintendo. No. Nobody was supporting it, so there was no third-party games at all.
Nobody thought that was going to be good.
They had 7 games at launch.
I was struggling to get views on Switch stuff because nobody cared and everyone thought it was going to bomb. You're right. Yeah. So, and they chose March because of that.
Yeah, and they wanted to work out some kinks and stuff.
But now they have like...
Yeah, and other people will support it, and a lot of people are going to want to be one of those first games on there. But I also think that they're going to try to work really hard with making it somewhat backwards compatible, so at least having digital games, digital purchases and stuff work.
Yeah,
from
that's
the previous generation.
A whole nother conversation at this point. Like what we expect from the next thing.
So I think if you buy Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom, whatever the hell it's called, that will probably work on the next generation, which is why I think it's plausible that it's holiday, but it might not be.
I could see all of that too. I'm still steadfast with my thingy, but I see all of that too. I don't know about backwards compat purely because that is so always up in the air every time with every console.
Nintendo used to be so good.
They used to be so good. But I mean, they went from the Wii U to Switch by completely changing it and offering no compensation, and it was the most successful they've ever been. And I don't know if now leading into this, they're going to be like, let's do a new thing and bring our 4,000 games over. I think they might want to start fresh.
So they mentioned, one of them mentioned
the reason for that, by the way, to just end my sentence, so people pay more money and they don't play 4,000 old games on it.
Yeah, because we will buy the games again every time there's every time there's a new game for the Switch that's old. We're like, give it to me.
And you will not buy games if you already have a ton you can play.
Yeah.
So it encourages the ecosystem more.
But they already talked about how they want to unify the account system, and I think they're using DNA, the mobile company that they bought. I think they're using them to help them make the account system better because their account system is garbage. So I think that they are going to try to do something. I bet you it'll work in some weird, wacky Nintendo way, but there will be ways to put old games on the new console.